Find 4 and 7/10 times 10 to the 5th minus 7 and 2/10 times 10 to the 3rd. Write your answer in scientific notation. Notice that the two numbers have different powers of 10, 10 to the 5th and 10 to the 3rd. Remember, to subtract numbers written in scientific notation with different powers of 10, first rewrite the numbers so they have the same power of 10. Let's rewrite 4 and 7/10 times 10 to the 5th. Start with the number 4 and 7/10 times 10 to the 5th. We want to rewrite this number so that it has the same power of 10 as 7 and 2/10 times 10 to the 3rd. So we keep the factor 4 and 7/10, and then we want to rewrite 10 to the 5th as 10 to the 2nd and 10 to the 3rd. We can do this because of the product of powers property. We have the same base 10, and when we add the exponents 2 and 3, we get 5. Now we need to write 4 and 7/10 times 10 to the 2nd in standard form. We need to move the decimal point 2 places to the right. Now we have 470 times 10 to the 3rd. Now that both numbers have the same power of 10, we can begin to solve the problem. Write the expression. We have 470 times 10 to the 3rd minus 7 and 2/10 times 10 to the 3rd. Remember, to subtract numbers written in scientific notation with the same power of 10, subtract the factors. Next, we need to use the distributive property to rewrite the expression. We are pulling out the common factor, 10 to the 3rd. So we have 470 minus 7 and 2/10 times 10 to the 3rd. Now we can subtract. 470 minus 7 and 2/10 is 462 and 8/10. This is still multiplied by 10 to the 3rd. This number is not in scientific notation because the factor is greater than 10. So we need to write 462 and 8/10 in scientific notation. We need to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So we have 4 and 628 thousandths times 10 to the 2nd. This is still multiplied by 10 to the 3rd. Next, we need to use the product of powers property to simplify. This property says that to multiply two powers with the same base, 10, add their exponents. So we keep the factor 4 and 628 thousandths. We multiply by the base 10, and then we add the exponents. 2 plus 3 is 5. So the difference of 4 and 7/10 times 10 to the 5th and 7 and 2/10 times 10 to the 3rd is 4 and 628 thousandths times 10 to the 5th.